Good morning. It is Monday morning, means time for some Motivational Monday. My name is Christopher Donnell, pastor here at Urbana UMC, and we are continuing our Advent series, Fear Less, How We Find Hope in the Light of Jesus. And this past weekend, we talked about basically the idea that we have a lot of expectations to meet. And as we're journeying through the Christmas season, you may be feeling that. You may be feeling the expectations to make sure you have all of the right Christmas gifts, have all the right wrapping paper, make sure you attend all of the Christmas activities and functions. And maybe your calendar feels overwhelming and that there's more things on your schedule than there is time in the day. And that's really not what the season's about, yet we tend to find ourselves here every year. I mean, I know our family is feeling it. Just every dress up day for school, every choir concert, every sporting event, every activity at church. I mean, it just seems like there's just a barrage of expectations. And then when you add the expectations of making people happy with Christmas and their gifts, it just tends to pile on. And a season of joy and expectation can almost become a season of dread and anxiety and exhaustion. And that is not the meaning of Christmas, as we all know. So we talked about the shepherds this past Sunday and how they dropped everything and hurried off to go see the newborn king, and how shepherds, they left their livelihood, their flock, their pasture, and they went to go find this new king. And that kind of reckless abandonment is something our world would say that's not smart, that's not wise. You know, you need your income, you need your livelihood, you need to take care of things. And yet they knew that there was something more important in all of that happening. I mean, the angels told them, but then they went and saw it for themselves. And so some questions to ponder this week is, what expectations in your life do you feel the most pressured to meet? Are they your own? Are they other people's expectation, or are they the world's expectations? And how do you think these expectations affect your relationship with Jesus, who is ultimately our good shepherd? I mean, we witness these shepherds who abandon their life to go see Jesus, and then Jesus is made known to us as the good shepherd, and he invites us to follow him as well. What flock or resource or source of security are we holding on to that might prevent us from following him? What are we so locked in on right now that feels like we can't even make the trip to Bethlehem to go see this newborn king because there's just too much to do? What is holding us back? And in a world driven by consumerism and comparison, how can we center our heart on the hope of Jesus rather than the fear of not having enough or doing all the right things or making all of those items on our to-do list happen? How do we center our heart in this time? And I would expect us to find a place of light, because even in the season of light, it can feel dark, it can feel heavy, and the expectations and that burden that we can carry. But what is it that makes us feel light? Is it just being with your family? Is it taking a drive and going looking at the countryside? Is it going for a hike? Is it having coffee with a friend? Is it going to church? Is it worshiping? Is it getting in scripture? Is it praying? Is it taking a nap? What form of rest and peace can we find that centers us back on Jesus in this busy season? So I pray that you are not overwhelmed to meet everyone else's expectations or even your own. Jesus just expects us that we come to him. And so hopefully that is the one expectation that we do try to meet this Christmas season as we journey through this Advent. So praying for you as you wrestle with expectations and finding your hope and center in Jesus. Have a great week.